Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back, no matter what time of day it is that you have found this message. I am super grateful that you're here. Guys, today's date is Tuesday, May 27 of 2025, 9:48 a.m. on the clock as we begin the message today. This is a little quickie this morning as I am moving into my day. I actually had an early client this morning, and then a gap. So I was like, maybe I could just bust a quick message. I hope you guys are having a beautiful start to your day, or whatever time of day it is for you that you are hearing this message. This message is definitely for you if you navigated towards it or it navigated towards you. So guys, definitely check out any combination of the numbers in today's date and the time that the message started in the angel number and gematria number meanings. Today's message is one I haven't even titled yet, like I literally just hopped on here. But someone needs to check on their aunt or maybe an older cousin. I could see a female who looked to be either like 60s and up. Looked like they were living by themselves and they're having some challenges with some things. Like they're doing okay, but they're having some challenges with some things. Some of it might be difficulties with living on their own. But I could see that a family member was checking on them, a younger femme energy, and the aunt was or cousin. The older female family member was basically stating that, they were just fine. Like, oh no, it's fine, I'm good. But really they're having some difficulties and challenges. So I have the tarot here with me, the pink tarot. I'm just going to pull a little bit of energy on this to see what's going on here. Spirit, any messages that the collective needs to know about this family member or the reason why this energy is coming up today. Messages or reason why we need to look into this energy, please. Let's see what we've got coming out here, guys. Just going to do it on the spot. Oh, wow. There's already one flippied here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, water sign and Pisces on the table. Take the energy as it resonates. Something here about avoidance of something or fear of change. Okay, this is in reverse. 8 of Cups in reverse. Somebody's dealing with an avoidance of something or a fear of change. They are living on their own, and it did not look like they were in a care facility. It looked like they were living like in a condo or an apartment or something. Looked kind of like an apartment. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords in reverse, air sign and Aquarius energy on the table. Somebody is rethinking their approach about something, or they're dealing with some sort of, they're keeping secrets about something. They're not being forthright about something. Yeah, somebody's afraid of change here. It's probably this older female or this aunt or cousin that is afraid of change. Could be afraid of moving out of their own space or losing their independence. Okay, that's fair. And then we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. This is wild, guys. We have 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 7 of Swords. So 877 could be a number that's popping up in your energy, or 778 or 787. But we have water and Scorpio on the table. This is in reverse. So yeah, somebody is not being realistic about something. Somebody is in an illusory state about something. Yeah, somebody feels overwhelmed. Maybe the choices that this family member has to make day to day is overwhelming for them. But somebody's definitely feeling overwhelmed. I think you might find that whomever resonates with this message, this family member that you've been thinking about might be feeling overwhelmed. This is your confirmation that they definitely are feeling overwhelmed. I think the living situation is challenging for them, or it's not working out well for them. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse, guys. Fire sign and Leo on the table. Somebody's trying to avoid conflict or respect somebody's differences or agree to disagree. So you might be an energy that has suggested that this older family member maybe move into a location where they have more of the help and assistance they need, but maybe you're getting some fight or some kickback about that. And that might be why this family member is, basically in an illusion about what's happening here. Like oh no, no, it's fine. I'm good. There's not any problems. But really they're struggling. It's a challenge living on their own. And so they're not coming clean about this, the fact that they're overwhelmed. And it could also be that they are avoiding conflict or maybe agreeing to disagree because members in the family feel like they're fine and should be able to live on their own, but they're really having a hard time. So either this family member is suppressing the fact that they are having a hard time because of the viewpoint of others, or they're suppressing information and in an illusory state because they want to continue to live on their own. And so when someone suggests that they move into like a place where they can have more assistance, okay, like an assisted living home or something like that, there is conflict. Like they're not in agreement. Yeah, I have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, air sign and Gemini here. Yeah, something here about the choice of the strength of others coming together, which could be helpful. This could also indicate that it's possible that this family member had a mate or a spouse that they originally or initially lived with and no longer lives with. Maybe they've passed or since passed. And so this family member's on their own. I do see some kind of like angelic presence around this situation. Okay, so somebody is protected, somebody is supported, whether that's you collectives, your family member, or both. But I do see some sort of, spiritual or protective energy around this. Okay, somebody's thinking about something, somebody's pondering something. Wow, this came up twice. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Cups in the upright, water and Cancer energy on the table. Somebody's contemplating something. Yeah, somebody has a lack of foresight. Three of Wands in reverse, fire sign energy. Somebody's got a lack of foresight. They're contemplating something. This family member is really challenged. Just having to do living on their own is challenging enough, but with some of the maybe physical issues they're having, it's making it even harder. Okay, Knight of Pentacles on the table, air and earth. It's in reverse. Somebody feels stuck. Somebody's not in motion. Maybe you're feeling stuck with this situation. Like if you're getting, arguments or you're trying to avoid conflict every time you ask this family member to look at the potential or the possibility of moving somewhere where they can get more support, you've stepped back and you're really kind of thinking about like, how can I approach this? And maybe you're feeling stuck on this because you haven't been able to find a way to approach this where it doesn't create conflict either with the family member or with the family. Something going on with conflict here. There might be some disagreement in the family about how to handle this. Yeah. And so everything is at a pause. We have the Hangman in the upright. Everything's paused. Somebody needs to gain a new perspective on things though. Okay. So change is on the table. Something needs to change about this. Like all this energy for the most part is in reverse, with the exception of somebody reflecting or meditating on something and the Hangman. Other than that, everything's in reverse. So that tells me that this situation probably isn't the best situation here for this family member, and some change needs to happen. So somebody's going to have to take the initiative here to, engage with this family member or the situation and help to bring about some change. Last three cards, guys, before I close out, I have Three of Wands, Fire and Aries energy on the table. Yeah, there's some sort of lack of planning here. This card came up twice. Somebody didn't plan something so well. And then we have the Two of Wands. Wow. A lot of wands, a lot of cups on the table. But they're in reverse, guys. This is not a forward momentum situation. This is showing me the situation is going to stop at some point, either because, you get a phone call, the family member is not able to do it any longer, or someone has a discussion, or the family member finally speaks up and says, I need more help. Yeah. So Two of Wands in reverse, we have something going on here with fear of change. Somebody's not ready to take this trip, or somebody's not ready to try this thing or go this direction, however you want to look at it. And so they're stuck in place. That's what we have, the Hangman energy. These wands came out after the Hangman. Lack of foresight, and then fear of change. And then finally, Spirit has shown us the Strength card on the table. More fire sign energy. Somebody more than likely who's going to hear this message is involved, or is a fire sign, or there might be a fire sign involved in the message, like potentially the family member. But there's something going on here with this family member and feeling afraid of change, or either collectives, you might be the one who's afraid to step into this due to like conflict. But you're being encouraged to take courage. Like, it's going to take courage. Okay. It's going to take some inner strength, possibly some persuasive energy, but you really need to be compassionate about this when you're stepping into the situation and encouraging this family member. Yeah. So strength is going to be required here with the situation. And that's the encouragement from Spirit, really, to close the message out, is that you guys are going to have to engage with some, inner strength, persuasion, but you need to be compassionate about this, okay? We have to consider that a family member that's been on their own for a very long time might find it challenging, the thought of giving up their independence and moving into a facility, when really it's not even so much about their independence, it's the thought of, to some extent, yes, but if they're already lacking that independence, they're not able to move around, there's mobility issues, and there's problems with the whole process of them living on their own, maybe stepping into some persuasive encouragement in that way to help them to look at this from a different direction. Because definitely I am picking up the major and chief concern here is the well-being of this family member and how to best assist and support them. So guys, I am sending out supportive energy and love and light to those who resonate with today's message. I will more than likely be back again today with another message. And definitely you can leave a comment in the chat or feel free to email me. My email is in the description box. Also, I did release 2 new ASMR videos. You can find that right on my page here at the Ora-gen Channel. Feel free to listen to those, relax with those, utilize those if you're into ASMR, and definitely feel free to leave me some feedback. Guys, I want to send so much supportive energy no matter what time of day you found this message. It can be very challenging dealing with a situation with a member of the family who is needing more care and support, either due to health and wellness or age, or both. So definitely you're being encouraged to step into your inner strength, guys. There's a lot of protective energy around this matter. So keep that in mind as you navigate this and step into this in an energy of compassion. But you are being encouraged that this family member is struggling with living on their own at this time.
Guys, I look forward to being with you in the next message. Can't talk this morning. My name is Ora-gen, guys, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. See you soon.